Hello, my name is Katie. If you don't know me, I am one of the hosts of the Phased by the Moon group. I am here today with a full moon in Cancer video for you. This is all about the general energy updates, but also we are going to go over the predictions for each zodiac sign. So first we're going to start out with the general energies, but then we will move on to each sign. I will have timestamps down below. If you guys don't care about the general energies, I totally get that. You guys can skip over to your sign. Please note that you guys should use your rising sign for this. We use the rising sign in tarot and astrology because it is you, it's your chart ruler. And typically people find that it resonates more with them when they're using their rising sign instead of their normal zodiac sign, their sun sign. You guys are welcome to also listen to your sun sign if you want, but the astrology part will probably not resonate. The tarot reading might, though. So, general energies for this full moon in Cancer on the 29th through the 30th. We are going out of 2020 with a bang. Okay, this is a big completion. This is a big acknowledgement of some sort. It is it's just kind of like one big cycle coming to a close. Okay, so a lot of the time we talk about around full moons, we talk about releasing things that are no longer serving us. This is a really great time to let go of things that aren't working for you. This is also a time that we typically see results. We see, we reap the results or the rewards from things that we've been working on for a very long time. This moon is a big deal because it is ending a cycle that we started in July of 2020. So you might want to think about what you were doing in July of 2020, what themes were coming up in your life around that time. You were finally closing a cycle that started in July. So a big 6-month cycle is coming to an end. I want to just continue to emphasize how big this is because it is like a big grand finale. I know I keep saying that word, but it's massive. It's a fucking big deal. So things to note about this moon: it is at 9 degrees in Cancer, and 9 degrees is the Sagittarius degrees. So this is going to be a very expansive time. This is going to be a time of learning and growing, even though it is in the sign of Cancer, which typically talks about the home and the family and the emotional foundations. So it being at 9 degrees, it's kind of expanding your home, your emotional foundations, your comfort zones. Things may be coming to an end around this time, and new beginnings will be starting as well, because endings are merely beginnings. Some other important things to note: Uranus is aspecting this moon, which means that it is going to be a lot of big unexpected surprises will be coming around this time, but because it's such a positive aspect, these will be really good, fortunate, unexpected surprises coming up. So very awesome, very awesome stuff. That is coming into a square aspect with Venus, which is not as easy of an aspect. So, it's kind of like a caveat of, this reading. So you may have some issues around what is illusion, what is real. There may be some harder aspects between your relationships and whatever area Cancer falls into your chart. So, and we'll talk about all of this more in depth, what it means for you when you watch the signs. So this moon is very harmonious and very collaborative. So that is really all I have to say about this this full moon in Cancer as far as the general energies go. So now, without further ado, we're going to move into Aries risings. Hello, Aries. This is for Aries risings mainly, but if you were an Aries sun, stick around for the tarot at the end. So we're going to go through your astrology stuff first, very briefly, and then we're going to get into some tarot cards and oracle cards. So this lunar eclipse for you is happening in your 4th house. So the 4th house is all about home, family, emotional foundations, your mother. your physical home that you actually live in. So this is a cycle that started for you in July, and now you are sort of ending out a cycle in your home. So that could mean you're unexpectedly moving. This could mean that you've put a lot of focus and time into your home life, your emotional foundations, your family, and now you can finally close out that cycle and move on to some other kind of cycle around some other kind of theme. This is going to be connected somehow, this full moon, this is going to be connected to your money in some way, okay? Uranus and Taurus is in your second house. So expect big, unexpected changes in your money, but it's in relation to your home as well. It could be an increase because this is a very positive aspect. I really don't expect this to be a loss of money. I think it's going to be an increase. Yeah, and your sun is going to be in your fifth house trining Uranus and Taurus. So this is a really good aspect. This is like making money from a passion, or making money from home, doing something that you love, something like that. You may have taken on a lot of additional work in the last 6 months to help with your home life, and you're finally getting some sort of good financial news that you have really earned. You might get some sort of positive acknowledgement from someone, your parents possibly, or your boss. And this is really going to increase your confidence. So, there is sort of a warning here with the Mercury aspect that we have here in astrology. Try to be smart about your documents, your assignments. You know, if you're in school or if you have things to turn in, make sure to be very mindful of contracts. Look over the fine details so that you're not screwed over later. So that is kind of it for your astrology portion. I want to get into the tarot cards because that is what I love to do. So tapping into the energy of Aries suns and Aries risings, we're going to figure out what message is here for you. What do you need to know or hear about this lunar eclipse in Cancer for Aries suns and Aries rising? Aries suns and Aries rising. So I've got your tarot cards out here, and we will look through our oracle cards later to see extra information, anything else that's coming up. So we start off with the Three of Cups, and it's clarified by the Sun card. So these are really beautiful cards. These are really wonderful. The Three of Cups typically talks about being with your tribe, being with the people that you really care about. This can talk about a celebration. It typically does show three friends having some sort of celebration, having some sort of party together. So you may be celebrating with your family, which totally makes sense. It's the holidays, and you have been very diligent about your home life in the last 6 months. So with the sun coming out here, it's sort of like the light is being shed on your people, your tribe, the people that you like to spend time with. This is where you were having some sort of celebration, having some sort of just beautiful moment, just beautiful ending of this cycle. So it really is a good thing for you. I think you're going to be feeling very loved, I think you're going to be feeling like very fulfilled as well. There is something here, though, that there's a decision that needs to be made. And this is something that I don't really feel is connected to your family because we're closing out that cycle, right? So now, beginning a new cycle, you've got a decision to make. We've got the Two of Swords. Whenever this card comes up, I really feel like you have to make some sort of decision, otherwise nothing will change. Okay, so, and neither one of the decisions really feel comfortable. So staying in your current situation doesn't feel comfortable, but moving forward isn't comfortable either. But it's not about being comfortable. This is about moving outside of your comfort zone, starting to really come into your own. And Aries, guys, you guys are ending a big 3-year cycle of really intense transformation and change, and now you're finally sort of reaping the rewards of this. But for 2021, you have to make a decision to go after the things that you really desire, the things that you really want to create. Okay, so the Two of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands typically talks about a new beginning in your creativity, a new beginning in your passions. So you may need to make the change and move past whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been doing, and start to do something more creative, do something more fulfilling. And if you guys are worried about money, with this page of coins here, if you're worried about money, if you're worried about stability, don't be. You are going to be fine. Whenever you're doing what makes you light up, whenever you're doing something that makes you feel creative and fun and passionate, money follows naturally. Okay, so you have to make sort of a decision to go after some sort of new creative endeavor or adventure here, and it's going to be some sort of there's some sort of painful realization here. There's some sort of realization that you didn't really want to hear. There's some sort of wake-up call that you're going to be going through, where you have to start a new beginning. You're realizing that your path right now is changing. This card is clarified by the Page of Cups. So typically the pages in tarot, they talk about messages. They talk about, receiving some sort of message. And cups in tarot talk about emotions, loved ones, and romance and things like that. So some of you may have some sort of painful realization or wake-up call around your emotional connections. You may need to make the decision to let somebody go, somebody who has not had your best interest in mind. Or this is making the decision to go after something that you really, again, love, are passionate about, care about, and this is going to open you up to a new beginning. Okay, the Fool is the first card in tarot. It is a new beginning. It is, in this deck, this is the Little Mermaid, so she is kind of looking towards her future, her horizons, and really reassessing her life, wanting to go after something, and for you to do that, you have to take action on it. You guys are Aries, so you should have no problem taking action on this. So the last couple tarot cards that we have here before we get into the oracle cards, we've got the Page of Coins that we were sort of talking about earlier, but the other message with this, when I was talking about your astrology forecast, we were talking about how there may be an increase in money. There may be some sort of unexpected money that you receive. The Page of Coins is receiving news, receiving messages, or receiving some kind of money. And it's clarified by the Seven of Cups. So you may receive lots of different kinds of money from different people or different streams of income. I also think that not only is this like you may be getting a wonderful, happy surprise of money around this time, but it's also really great to think about the future, like in terms of this creative endeavor that you're wanting to go on, or this new thing that you're wanting to start. You could actually end up making a lot of money from this thing. You could actually have multiple streams of income from different things that you do, different creative things. So this could be the new cycle that you are starting here. So really beautiful. I think that, change is uncomfortable for everybody, but I really think that you are going to figure this out and really fly with it. Moving into your oracle cards, we've got the Full Moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, so this is balancing not only, Ace of Wands, what you want to do, creatively or spiritually, or what your soul wants to do, but it's also about, being practical about things. Page of Coins, being practical about, what is realistic. How can you create, this new stream of income, or how can you, balance these two different parts of your life? You have to also keep up with, finances or practical things in life. We also have Full Moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Okay, so releasing negativity, releasing those things that are no longer resonating with you, the people that are no longer resonating with you. Ten of Swords, there may have been somebody who really hurt you. Is it time to let that person go? Is it time to sort of purge old people, old things, old belief systems in your life? Release those negative things so you can move on into positivity. We also have new moon eclipse, so expect powerful change. So this could be in relation to the new moon eclipse, or the new moon eclipse that we just had in Sagittarius. And for you guys, Sagittarius should fall in your 9th house. So there might be some sort of big change that's happening in the next 6 months around your travel, your education, higher education, learning, spirituality. There's going to be a big change in you. And maybe, you know, especially if we're talking about spirituality, this could even, the Page of Cups really does represent spirituality as well. Some of you guys are going to be really learning through this group too, and really expanding your worldview and learning how to track your emotions, track your cycles. So expect very powerful change around higher education, travel, spirituality, expansion, growth, things like that. We also have the waxing crescent moon. So this is all about having faith in your dreams. So a lot of you guys have been telling yourself that you don't deserve to make money off of the things that make you happy. A lot of you don't feel like you are deserving of good things, and that's not true. That's not a story that you want to continue telling yourself, okay? Maybe even other people are telling you that you can't do something or that you will not succeed, but that's not true. Have faith in your dreams. Know that everything plays out exactly how it should. Everything always works out. We also have realization. So yeah, a lot of you guys are going through some sort of realization with this, especially with this Two of Swords. You guys are going through some sort of realization that you need to start something new, that you want to go after something that you've never gone after before. You guys have some sort of really big realization coming in, especially with that Ten of Swords, painful realizations of there's something else out there. There's something better for me. We've also got acceptance. So you guys are going to have to go through some sort of acceptance, some sort of maybe accepting the past, accepting that, you know, certain people need to go, certain things need to go. Again, this transition is not an easy one, but it's one that's needed in your life. So, you know, you may need to accept that things are not always going to be easy. We also have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, okay? So there is sort of, you know, a nice loving vibe here, especially with the Three of Cups. I really think that you guys are going to be feeling very loved. I think that you're going to be seeing other people around you with love. Really seeing that just the love and everything, really seeing how we're all connected, really seeing that you are surrounded by your loved ones, or maybe, you know, for some of you, this could even be you have a lot of wounds around love, and those are things that you need to heal, especially with the Ten of Swords. Okay, so we've also got imperfect harmony. This is beautiful. So the card number for this is 11, and 11 is a very it's like wish fulfillment, things coming true for you, things working together in perfect harmony for you to have the future that you desire. So I think that there needs to be a little bit of trust here, knowing that everything is working in perfect harmony for you. Everything is working for your benefit. And even if things are hard sometimes, you're going through them for a reason. Everything is happening in perfect harmony for you. We also have Into Me I See. Yeah, so this is all about really seeing yourself for who you are, really seeing your desires, really seeing, you know, what it is that you want, what it is that you want to go after. Especially with this Ace of Wands, go after the things that make you feel alive, that make you feel creative. Life is too short to be doing some shitty 9-to-5 job that you hate. I really do feel like this is career focused, but it's something that you want to do creativity wise. Yeah, so go after what you want. You know, I think that also you guys are going to be making connections in 2021 that are going to allow other people to really see you, really see your soul, and really see your depths. Some of you guys really might be, you know, meeting certain people that are going to, you know, people that are your tribe, once again with this Three of Cups, people who are really going to see you for who you are, see your gifts, see your talents, and bring out different parts in you that you never thought that you had before. And the last couple cards that we have, we've got caring connections. So this is all about, this Cancer full moon, okay? Cancer is in your 4th house, your caring connections, your emotional foundations. This is going to be a big focus around this time and going forward. Some of you guys need to let your family members know or your friends know that, while you love them, you do need to go do something different. You need to do what's best for you. So that is something that is coming up for you. Very last card, Aries Suns and Aries Risings. This is from the self-care deck, which I've really been loving lately. And they just come up with different things that you can do to love yourself, to care for yourself, and things that are going to help you through this lunar eclipse. So you got make a vision board. Okay, so a lot of you guys want something that you feel is unattainable. A really great way to manifest something is to make a vision board, is to cut out different things that remind you of this manifestation. I love Pinterest. That I know that physical boards are really powerful too, but I love making Pinterest boards and putting together different pictures and things that remind me of my manifestations. So like, if I want money, then I'm going to start putting things that are related to my dream job or related to money, things that I want to see more of. So make a vision board. That could be really beautiful and therapeutic for you, and you might actually see that a lot of these manifestations are going to come true. So that's all I have for you, Aries Suns and Aries Risings. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please let me know. I love to hear what you guys, how this related to your life, what you guys think about everything, any feedback. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a restful lunar eclipse. Try not to overextend yourself during this time, and expect all of these energies to start happening 3 days before and 3 days after this lunar eclipse. Okay. Thank you. And we're going to go on to Taurus. Hello, Taurus Suns and Taurus Risings. This will be mostly for Taurus Risings, but if you guys are Taurus Suns and you want to stay for the tarot reading at the end, then you are welcome to do so. But the astrology part is probably only going to resonate for Taurus Risings. So I'm also a Taurus Sun, by the way. I love my Taurus people. We really get along. We really vibe. So I love y'all. So Taurus Risings, this full moon in Cancer, this lunar eclipse is happening at 9 degrees in your 3rd house. So what is the 3rd house? 3rd house is learning, study, communication, possibly education or learning. This can also rule these siblings. So this is the end of a chapter in those themes. So a lot of you may be ending a semester at school. A lot of you guys may be ending a some sort of like communication or learning journey where you've been pouring a lot of energy into learning a new thing, or a lot of energy into communicating with other people. Writing is also something that the 3rd house can rule. So Moon is going to be sextiling your Uranus, which is in Taurus in your 1st house. So this is a very nice aspect. This is going to bring a lot of collaboration and lovely energy here. You may have some sort of unexpected change in your appearance, in the way that you look, in the way that you present yourself, your personality. Some of you guys may want to like cut off all your hair or dye your hair a crazy color, or change up your makeup routine, or maybe even change out your workout routine or something like that. So this is a very good thing. This is something that is encouraged. In fact, very good time to do something to your physical appearance. We also have your sun in the 9th house, or the sun in Capricorn will be in your 9th house, trining Uranus in your 1st house. So once again, this is a completion of a learning spiritual cycle that you started in July. This is a new set of skills that you have developed. You're feeling very confident about them, feeling very proud of the information that you have gathered, and it's all going to start making sense. It's like all of the puzzle pieces are sort of falling together to make a perfect puzzle. Yeah, information is really going to start making sense. I think that if you guys are in school, or if you've taken like some sort of test recently, or something like that, something around learning, you might get very good results from that. Very, very very good grades or something, especially if you guys are in school. You guys might travel a lot around this time, but short-term travel. It's not long-term travel. So try to roll with this. This is a travel that is going to be very worth it for you. Travel that you may not want to do initially that actually turns out to be a really great thing. Venus in the 8th house is going to be squaring Neptune. So this is sort of a harder aspect. Neptune falls in your 11th house. So you may miss out on details. Friends of yours might be feeling a bit neglected. Like maybe you've been so busy learning and focusing on learning the last 6 months that you've sort of neglected your friends. So this is a great time to go pay attention to them and make them feel loved. You might be slow to receive money from others that you've been waiting for, and you may need to reach out about some sort of money that you are waiting on to come in, but this is not something to be worried about. This is just something sort of it's a delay of sorts. So now I'm going to start shuffling your tarot cards, and we're going to get some more information. So if you are a Taurus sun and you are still tuning in, you are welcome to listen in on this as well. So give me just a second to shuffle out all of your cards, and we will get into everything. Hello, Taurus suns and Taurus risings again. So we have tarot cards laid out here for you now. We're going to start off with the 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Coins in this deck. So this card is really lovely, and coins or pentacles in tarot typically talk about earthly energy, earthly matters, just like Taurus is. You are earthly matters. You are very money focused or money driven, career driven, but you are going to be feeling a very stable energy, like you finally kind of reached the end of a cycle with your stability and with your self-worth. This is kind of the feeling of having a very stable foundation and having people around you that really love you and support that. And it's clarified by the 6 of Wands. So you're going to have some sort of victory, some sort of like money coming in, or some sort of like something that happens in your career or your finances that just makes you feel like you've won, like you have a victory, you've won some sort of battle that you've been putting a lot of energy into. This is kind of the feeling of whatever you get, whatever you put into a situation, you're getting it back finally. So really, really lovely. We also have the Knight of Coins. So, and it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. So this is really interesting, actually. So it looks like your goals, your priorities, where you're spending your money, where you're spending your time, wherever you're spending your worth, your priority, whatever your priorities are, that is going to start to change. For some of you, your career itself might change, or you might change a job, you might get some sort of promotion. But generally, the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Coins, it talks about going after something more material, more tangible. And the Wheel of Fortune represents the cycles that we go through in life and also changes in our cycles. So this is going to be some sort of change. And this is something that you're probably going to this is something that is Uranus related in some way or some shape. Uranus is about big, happy surprises, unexpected things coming, and the Wheel of Fortune is also kind of about that. It's about expanding your worldview as well. So expanding your worldview, expanding what you do for money, where you're putting your energy. Really interesting. So you might also be closing some sort of cycle, and that makes sense. It's the end of the year. So you're closing some sort of cycle around money, stability, job, career, something. We also have the Death card. So this does not mean actual death in tarot. I just want to clarify that for you guys. Sometimes I get questions about it, and sometimes people are kind of mean to me about it if I don't clarify. I'm not predicting your death by any means. The Death card in tarot typically talks about transformation. Okay, so this talks about going through some sort of psychological transformation, and this is not necessarily easy transformation either. This is transformation that can be very anxiety-inducing. This is clarified by the 9 of Swords. This typically talks about kind of anxiety or having sleepless nights or not being able to stop thinking about something that you're worried about, but everything is going to be okay, it looks like. I don't think that you guys should worry about anything, but there's some sort of transformation that you're going through that is I don't know, it's making you notice things about yourself that you want to change, and you might even be just a little nervous to change, a little nervous to go after something new, a little nervous to start a new job or something. And that totally makes sense because you guys are Taurus, okay? I'm a Taurus as well, so I really identify with this energy of I don't want to change. Taurus is a fixed sign, and by that I mean they're very fixed in what they want to do. They don't like change. They like to stay where they are, but you can't stay where you are if you also want to grow. So this change is going to has something to do with you taking action. We have the Emperor here. The Emperor is kind of Aries energy, actually, and the Emperor is all about going after something, taking action on something. Remember that, if you want some sort of change, you have to actually do something about it. You can't sit in your stagnant, fixed energy all the time. We also have the Page of Cups. So this could be, you may get some sort of message that kind of triggers this transformation or triggers this change or something. Page of Cups can talk about messages from, a higher realm, messages like psychic messages. It can also talk about messages from loved ones, or I don't know, like you might just receive some sort of message or some sort of like motivation to do something around your emotions, to change the way that you are thinking about work and money. This is transitioning from this earthly energy of going after status, going after money, and shifting the focus into going after what makes you emotionally happy, what fills you up, what fills your cup. And it can be it's totally makes sense that you would feel anxious about that, because it's really difficult to go after things that you really care about and love, but may not produce money, status, things like that. But whenever you are doing something, whenever you are in alignment with what you want to accomplish, whenever you are in alignment with something that you are passionate about, something that you love doing, money follows you naturally. It just does. You're a Taurus. Money will always follow you. It will be fine. It looks like you guys are going to be feeling kind of burnt out. I want to get some more information about this card. The Ten of Wands can typically talk about feeling very burdened, feeling tired, feeling like you're going uphill, feeling like you're doing things alone. Remember to ask for help, and remember to rest when you need to. Remember that resting is not giving up. Resting is not being unproductive. Resting is actually helping you become productive. Resting is helping you kind of renew yourself so that you can be the best version of yourself. So remember that when you're feeling very burdened, when you're feeling very tired, remember to take a break and to rest. Okay, so your oracle cards, we've got full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So have you been struggling with your self-worth? Once again, I was really feeling that with, the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So changing the way that you think about your self-worth, thinking about how, you are deserving. You are deserving of money. You are deserving of a career that makes you feel good about yourself. You're deserving of relationships that make you feel good about yourself. You are deserving of the life that you want to live. So remember that you are good enough for that, and that you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Okay, so we've got Waxing Crescent, have faith in your dreams, okay? Yeah, big emphasis around this in your reading today. Have faith in your dreams and know that you can accomplish whatever you want to, whatever you set your mind to, for sure. Okay, we also have South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. Interesting. So there might be some past energy, but also the South Node represents our comfort zones. And Taurus, okay, I'm a Taurus sun. I really, really know that, we love our comforts. We love to be comfortable, but this is about pushing past that, going towards your destiny, and not staying in those comfort zones that are hindering your growth, really. So don't let your past hold you back. We've also got darkness. I don't know if I know what this card means, actually. I don't use this deck very often, so let me look in the book and see if we can get some more information about that. But we also have beginnings. So new beginnings coming for you guys. So let me just look in this book real quick and see what darkness is all about so we can connect these messages. Darkness, you are entering a time of introversion, a leaner time, or a time to turn inward to plan and strategize. It's time to do shadow work, which will bring big dividends later on. Release what no longer works for you. Yeah, exactly what we've been talking about. Release what no longer works for you. But also this is a time of introspection, and typically December is. And now once you really strategize and figure out how you're going to approach this new thing, this new transformation that you're going through, you're going to be able to start your new beginning. So really beautiful. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got Waking the Lion. This is beautiful. Some of you guys might even be, you might have Leo placements in other parts of your chart. I would definitely check your moon sign or your Mercury or your Mars sign as well. Leo energy here. Leo is all about confidence. Okay, the lion is about confidence. This is, awakening who you're supposed to be, awakening your gifts. And a lot of you guys are going to be stepping into the spotlight here in work. A lot of you guys may want to do something that requires you to talk to a lot of people or be in the spotlight in some way. Waking the lion, this is also making me think of your appearance. Okay, so Taurus risings and Scorpio risings as well, since they are sister signs. In 2021, Taurus and Scorpio risings are going to be going through massive physical transformation as well. You guys are going to be feeling more confident in your bodies. You guys are going to be really changing the way that you think about your physical vessel. And some of you guys might get into health or working out. Some of you guys might change your hair, the way that you wear your makeup, the way that you present yourself to the world. So that is another message coming through with that. Let's see what else we've got here. Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. So this card is all about not being able to see the future, not being able to see past your arm's length. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the energy, is like you're not going to be able to know every single thing. You're not going to be able to plan out every single part of your life, and that's okay. Go into the unknown with this idea that you are going to be confident, that you are going to find growth in this journey. So you're not going to be able to see all the ins and outs, and that's probably what's making you feel very anxious about it. I know that I like to know every single thing. I like to check all the boxes, but that is not something that's possible right now. So go with the flow. Just be receptive and open to this change. We also have envy, okay? So don't envy other people. Don't spend time envying other people, because you have a lot going for you, okay? And envy is only going to kind of block your heart chakra, and envy is only going to hinder your dreams and your goals. So try to focus on yourself. If that means staying off of social media, really working on yourself and really loving yourself, then that's what you have to do. Don't let envy turn you green. I didn't get one of these cards for you. I just realized. So let me just shuffle this one real quick. What are some messages for Taurus suns and Taurus risings? What are the lessons coming out of this? Okay, so guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, I'm going to read that again. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Guilt. So release guilt. Release any belief systems that are really holding you back at this time. Release those, feeling guilty for going after the things that make you happy. Release the guilt. Release anything from the past. And that's really kind of what the Death card is about. It's about shedding the past and rebirthing a new you. So beautiful. The very last card that we have here, these are the self-care cards, self-care oracle deck, which you guys may have seen on the free group. I've used them before, but I love these because this is going to tell you what you really need to do around this full moon time, what would be beneficial to you, and yours is connect with fire. Very beautiful. So some of you guys need to light a candle if you guys don't have like access to a bonfire like this, like these people are doing, but lighting candles, oh my God, I love candles. I am a Taurus. I love those. You know, we love senses. We love to smell pretty things and see pretty things, and candles are just a really wonderful way to connect with fire, and also light, you know, it lights a passion in you. It's kind of like a metaphor in a way. So candle magic might be something that you guys want to get into, and that's something that we're going to talk about a lot in this group too, so definitely stay tuned. So connect with fire. That is all I have for you guys, Taurus suns and Taurus risings. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, I would really love to hear what you guys thought about it, and how this connects to your life. I always love to hear you guys, your stories and your testimonies and how this affected you. And also just remember that the lunar eclipse energy, that's going to last for about 6 days. It's going to last 3 days before the lunar eclipse and 3 days after. So more like 7 days a week of that really intense energy. So just be mindful and be resting, be Four of Swords, okay? Don't burn yourself out. Don't try to make yourself do more than you can. Rest. So thank you. I'm going to go on to Gemini now. Hello, Gemini. So this is for Gemini suns and Gemini risings. The astrology part is going to be for Gemini risings exclusively, but the tarot messages that we're going to do afterwards will possibly resonate with Gemini suns as well. So yeah, Gemini rising. So what is happening astrologically around this Cancer lunar eclipse? It is happening in your second house. Okay, so what does this mean? This means payday, really, for you. This is reaping financial rewards. This is earned money. This is something that you've been working on for 6 months. This is something that you've been pouring your energy into, and because of that, you're finally getting a really nice payout. You may, let's see. It will likely be a surprise, though. You may not be expecting this payday because of Uranus. Uranus is aspecting the moon this time. So Uranus is the planet of change and surprises and things like that, and unexpected news. So you probably weren't counting on this money. This may be money that you were like, I don't know if that will come in. This was not money that you were promised, but now it's finally... it may even be a lot more money than you thought initially, but you're finally getting some sort of payday around this lunar eclipse. So it may not be on the day of the lunar eclipse. It could be 3 days before, 3 days after, really the whole week of the lunar eclipse, or even the couple weeks after or before. This energy is just so strong that it does sort of carry over through a lot of different days and weeks. So there may be closure of a paperwork related matter, something with law possibly, some sort of legal matter, or just paperwork, important paperwork. There's some sort of closure happening. Let's see, a Venus in your 7th house is squaring Neptune in your 10th house. So try not to over celebrate or overindulge. So even though, yes, you will be getting this big payday or big payout, try not to overindulge or over celebrate, because you will end up spending a lot of money and you don't want to just spend all of the money that you just earned. So definitely be mindful. Try to, rein it in there with this. Neptune can make you feel like you're not spending a lot of money when you really are. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to just start shuffling your tarot cards here, and I will be right back. Hello, Gemini suns and Gemini risings. So I have your tarot cards laid out here. Let's jump into this. So we start off with the 3 of Cups, and it is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. So once again, like I was saying with the astrology, you guys need to be careful to not overindulge, over-celebrate with the 3 of Cups, and waste all of the hard-earned money that you just got, okay? So reinforcing that idea here, but also I think that you are finally like letting your hair down and celebrating after putting in a lot of work and effort into growing your money, growing your finances. This is well earned, and you should celebrate. Just don't overdo it. We also have the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is very interesting. So the Two of Cups here, I really feel like this is talking about balance here. Two of Cups, this sometimes can talk about lovers. This can talk about being someone's match or being someone's balance. So, but also you guys are Geminis. You guys are the twins. So this is an energy that you already carry of balance. But with Temperance being here, there's once again like a need to balance something that's been imbalanced. So I want to try to get more information about this, of what it could be. But also, you know, because of the Two of Cups, this could mean that somebody is coming in, whether it be a business partnership, a romantic partnership, whatever, a friendship, that is really going to balance you out and really show you where the imbalances are in your life. We also have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, typically, it can talk about a lot of different things. It can talk about nostalgia. It can talk about, you know, reflecting, you know, this is kind of the energy of you reflecting on the year, and really seeing, you know, all of the things that you have accomplished this year, all of the different things, and, you know, seeing what's working and what isn't working. Okay, Four of Cups, what isn't working. Six of Cups can also talk about, childhood best friends or childhood sweethearts, something romantic related to childhood, or just childhood memories. So there may be something that happened in your childhood that you need to sort of process and be done with. But also I see with the Four of Cups, you really are reassessing your life. You're reassessing this year and seeing what happened and what didn't happen for you. And the Four of Cups is like the energy of, I'm over it. I'm bored with it. So you guys may be changing up a lot of different things as well. You guys might discover that you are not liking certain things in your life and you start to get rid of them. So this could even mean purging people from the past, or people from your childhood, or people who you've known for a really long time that you're finally like, you know, I think our relationship has reached its end, especially with this Two of Cups. So some of you guys may be into some romantic relationships as well, with this Four of Cups. But also we have the Magician card. Okay, the Magician is beautiful. I love the Magician card. This is actually kind of, I think this card is Gemini ruled. Actually, I want to say that it is. But I don't know if I am correct. The Magician card is all about doing something with your hands. This is about having all of the elements, all of the energy that you need to create what you want, all of the resources. You have everything that you need. You have all of the different things that you need to be successful. And to reach your goals. So whatever this is about, apply it to your own life, because tarot can be very general sometimes, especially when I am doing readings for a lot of different people. Just make sure that you are utilizing all of these resources and not doubting yourself. Realize that you can manifest a new beginning. This card is clarified by the Fool card. This is the very first card in tarot. The Fool is all about new beginnings. So you can create a new beginning. You have all of the tools. You have all of the knowledge. Go do. Let's jump into your oracle cards and see what else we've got here. See if we can get some clarity. So we start off with the fixed moon. Hold your vision. Okay, so if there's something you've been working on, if there's something, once again, Nine of Pentacles, this could also just be talking about how you really did hold your own and you held your vision and it's finally paying off. But generally, if you're working towards something very specific, or you have a goal in mind, whatever is coming to mind while I'm speaking, hold your vision and keep going with that. Even if like this is your encouragement, this kind of push to say, keep doing what you're doing great. Okay, so we also have the full moon eclipse card, which literally we're talking about a full moon eclipse. So this is really beautiful. Conclusions are within reach. So yes, concluding a cycle of money, finances, concluding a cycle of working super, super, super hard at work, or working very hard to make an income. The shift, the focus is shifting to something new. Okay, we've also got expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So yeah, big powerful change is happening in your lives, okay? Especially you, Gemini, because we also just had a lunar eclipse in your sign earlier in December. So big powerful change is coming for you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. We've also got tender embrace. Yeah, so this is probably talking about this Two of Cups or the Six of Cups too. There's some sort of like romantic relationship, or just, even if it's not romantic, it could just be like a really good friend or something. Tender embrace. I want to see what the book says about this card, because I really do love the book descriptions for this deck. So let me just see real quick. Also, the number on it is 22, and 2s in numerology represent balance. So yeah, and we've been talking a lot about balance, especially with the Temperance card. The Temperance card was literally clarifying the Two of Cups, which is what this card reminds me of. So let's see what it says. It says compassion, warm-hearted, care for self and others, sensitivity, empathy, benevolence, and kindness. Okay, so is there an imbalance with your compassion? Is there an imbalance with how you care for yourself and others? Is there an imbalance in a partnership or a relationship that you have? There may need to be some more compassion or some more effort put into your romantic relationships or your friendships. Yeah, there may be an imbalance in one of your partnerships or friendships that you need to sort of balance out by being honest and open and compassionate. Okay, we've also got Beyond the Ordinary, 45. I've actually never even gotten this card in this deck, so let me just see. I mean, obviously, it makes me think that you are beyond the ordinary. You are out of the ordinary. Let's see, this is number 45. 45 adds up to 9. So 9s are endings. So yeah, once again, closing some sort of cycle, really realizing who you are as an individual. That was an interesting message that came out. The mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding, recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped intellectually, the awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Yeah, so things may not make sense right now. You may be feeling a little bored with life. You may be feeling like, you don't know where to go next, or like there is a new beginning on the horizons, but you're not sure like what this new beginning is. Just trust that everything happens when it happens, and that everything is as it should be. Beyond the ordinary, though, it really is also making me think that like, you are beyond the ordinary, and you need to trust in your beliefs and your in your skills and your talents. Okay, Magician talks a lot about your talents and your skills, so trust in those, and really harness those. You are very talented. I just want to get a clarifying tarot card here, and just get one to figure out what is this beyond the ordinary card really talking about. What is the meat of this card for Gemini suns and Gemini risings? What does this beyond the ordinary card mean? Death. Okay, so this does not actually mean real death. Okay, I do not predict death. That's unethical. Death cards, this typically talks about transformation, changing, going through some sort of transformation, and really realizing that you have some powerful skills, that you are very unique and special, and you're about to start some sort of new beginning, discovering, maybe delving into some of these talents that maybe you're just now discovering as well. We've also got the unexpected. Okay, so this is literally just making me think of Uranus, which is aspecting the moon. And so this is what's going to have this unexpected money coming in, or unexpected surprises coming in. Beautiful. We also have growth. Okay, growth. There's a big emphasis on this in your reading. You're growing, you're recognizing those imbalances, and you're changing them, you're shifting them. You're learning how to work hard. You are growing and moving past this cycle. You are developing new skills, and also kind of identifying those childhood beliefs and memories that are kind of holding you back as well, and then getting rid of the things in your life that you're kind of over. So some of you may even be getting out of a relationship. That's a big theme right now. A lot of people are closing out like relationships that have lasted 2.5 to 3 years. That is something that a lot of people are going through. So some of you guys need to do that for your own growth. Once again, we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Growth is a big thing for you guys. You guys are really, really growing. I think you guys are finding out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what makes you bored, what makes you feel complacent, and moving past that. We've also got the angel of balance. So balance is a big deal in this reading. Balance. What is out of balance in your life? Have you been eating good foods that give you energy? Have you been, have you been balanced out with your partner? Have you been balanced out in your work life, in your home life? Look at what your life is like right now and try to figure out what you can take out, what you can purge, what does not belong. That's kind of what full moons are about. It's what does not belong. What can we get rid of? I want to get just another card. Like what is this balance talking about? Is there any specific themes that this balance is talking about here? Gemini suns and Gemini risings. Four of Swords. So some of you guys are burning the candle at both ends and not taking the time to rest, not taking the time to take care of your mental health. Some of you guys may have a really extreme depression or anxiety and you're not tending to that. So you guys need to grow past this and really start to pay attention to your body, start paying attention to the signals that your mind is sending you as well. Start getting more rest, start resting more. This is a time of rest and reflection. Very last card here we've got from the Self-Care Oracle, and I love this deck. I've been using it a lot lately, and this is going to tell you what you kind of need to do, what you can do for self-care around this lunar eclipse, because typically on full moons we want to take care of ourselves. We want to chill and relax. That is like the energy. So your card is the number 22, so 2-2. Once again, balance, lots of balance energy, and the card is energy work. So some of you guys need to get in alignment with your, balancing your chakras. That's what this is representative of. Some of you guys need to meditate, energy work. I want to see what the book says about this one too, because I want to see if they give examples of things that you could do for energy work. So it says you have to prioritize the maintenance of your metaphysical body, also known as your energetic body. It needs just as much attention as your physical body. So some of you guys have been going you've been super in your physical body and not enough in your energy, in your your essence. So you can check in with your metaphysical body through self-guided meditation. You can it looks like meditation is really emphasized here, but also Reiki, theta healing, somatic therapy. It says Watsu aquatic body work. I don't even know what that is. Chakra alignment, voice activation, sound healing, any other healing modalities that feel right for you. So there are a lot of different things that you can do to clear your energy field and to balance all of that out. So some of you guys may have chakras that are out of alignment. Meditation can really help with that. I always love to look up on YouTube. They have a lot of really great free meditations on there, and I just kind of look up whatever topic I'm thinking about. So for you, I guess I would look up, balanced chakra meditation or something like that, or meditation for getting in balance, something like that. So that is what I recommend for you guys. And remember that this energy is so powerful, and the lunar eclipse typically does last for a whole week, 3 days before and 3 days after the lunar eclipse. So just keep that in mind. Take it easy. Remember to rest and to take care of your energy and your mental, your mind as well. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to move on to Cancer. If you are a Cancer sun or a Cancer rising, this is your reading. So we're going to start off with the astrology. So once again, that is mainly for your rising sign. It's not going to resonate with you most likely if it is your sun sign. But sun signs can stick around for the tarot reading at the end because that will probably resonate with you guys more. Cancer risings. This lunar eclipse is happening in your first house of self, personality, how you look, how you present yourself to the world. Okay, so generally you're going to be feeling exhausted this week. The whole week of the lunar eclipse, you're going to be feeling very tired. So take it very easy on yourself. Make sure to rest, make sure to, sleep, and to take it easy on yourself if you're not being productive how you want. Just be easy with yourself, be gentle. You are reaching a new peak of defining your self-worth, your value, your place in the world. You might suddenly make a physical change. So this is really positive too. This is very positive aspects to this moon. So you might find that any physical changes that you make during this time are really going to suit you. So if you cut your hair, you might dye your hair, you might change up your makeup routine, you might start working out, you might get a tattoo or something. Anything that you're doing physically, changing about yourself physically, it's going to be really great, and you're actually going to prefer how you look with this new haircut or whatever it is, body modification. You are getting rid of something. So this could mean, once again, cutting off your hair, losing weight. This is all about kind of liberating change because of this aspect with Uranus, which is it's freedom. Uranus rules Aquarius. So Aquarius is all about liberating, freedom, change, unexpected change. So this is something that you might suddenly, all of a sudden, like have the urge to change something about your body. In your 6th house, Venus will be squaring Neptune in your 9th house. So you may be very busy, and you may not want to be busy. You might want to do something different. Like you may want to be doing something creative or just hanging out and chilling because you're tired, but you're going to be unusually busy around this time. You may be kind of unsure of how to balance routines. You really want to, it seems like you really want to have fun and travel and do fun things, learn about things that you're thinking about a lot lately, but you're unsure of how to balance the routines to make room for that. So it's kind of like a caveat, like all readings do. So now we're going to move into the tarot portion. So just give me just a second to shuffle my deck and shuffle all of your cards, and then I will be right back. Okay, Cancer suns and Cancer risings. So I have your tarot cards laid out in front of me, and we will get to your oracle cards in a minute. So we start off with the 8 of coins. Okay, and it's clarified by the 10 of wands. So the 8 of Pentacles by itself typically talks about working really hard on something, being very busy, working on perfecting a craft. But in this deck in particular, this person looks very angry about it. She looks very, kind of annoyed to be working. Typically, that's not the energy that I get from this card at all. But because I already predicted with the astrology that you guys are going to be kind of burnt out and like you don't really want to be doing this work. That is like the energy, and it's even clarified by the 10 of Wands, which furthers that. It's all about feeling burdened, feeling like you have to do everything alone, feeling very tired. So make sure to take care of yourselves. Try to take a break when you can. I know that that's easier said than done, but that is one of the predictions that is coming up in the tarot card reading. So we also have the 7 of Swords here. So typically this, it can talk about deception, but in this reading, it's kind of making me think more about strategizing. So this is clarified by the Page of Wands. So there may be some sort of message or something. This is like exciting news. Actually, I take that back. Now that I'm looking at these, now that I'm looking at what these cards, what's clarifying everything, because we also have the Empress here. I think it is about deception. So deception, there's some sort of deception around some sort of exciting news that you might receive, some sort of like, I don't know, it might be some really quick news that comes in that you're really excited about, but it actually ends up being not as exciting as you thought. Maybe it was something that was very deceiving, or it looked very exciting, but it actually wasn't at all. So just be mindful of that. Try to just be aware of, exciting news may not be exactly what it seems. We also have the Empress, though, and with the Page of Wands, with that, this could also be representing you, especially if you have fire energy in your chart. This could also be representing you. The Empress card typically talks about creativity, and it also talks about, this is a Venus card. This is all about like your looks as well, how you look. And since this is happening in your first house, it totally makes sense. With the Seven of Swords, this card can be talking about deceiving somebody, deceiving other people, and maybe all of a sudden, once again, like all of a sudden losing a bunch of weight, all of a sudden cutting off your hair, and people thought you were one way, but now you're another way. So you're kind of like catfishing other people in a way, or deceiving other people in a way. But I don't really feel like it's a bad energy, because the cards that are clarifying it aren't bad cards. They're just like, be careful around the exciting news, but also I think that this could definitely be talking about like sort of deceiving everyone and showing up physically a different way than you have before. We also have the Nine of Swords, and this card is really, I'm kind of interested to know what this is about in your life, but this can talk about sleepless nights. It can talk about having a lot of anxiety around something, feeling very anxious about something, but it's clarified by some very good cards. It's clarified by the Ten of Cups. This card is all about happy endings. This is about happy emotional endings as well. This is just like, like the people get married in the end and everyone's celebrating and happy. This is a very, very happy card. And it totally makes sense, because this is the end of the year. It's the end of a big cycle for you. It's also clarified by the King of Cups. So some of you guys might be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio that is maybe giving you anxiety or making you feel anxious. I also think that I know that by the time the Cancer full moon is happening, Christmas is already past, but some of you guys might be celebrating another holiday, New Year's or another event, a birthday or something coming up, and you may have a lot of anxiety about it. It kind of makes me think that you guys might be feeling anxious for some sort of family thing. Some of you guys might have children, or just have had, in this card, it looks like they're holding a newborn baby. So some of you guys may have a lot of anxiety around this baby, and maybe this baby, it has water placements. But I don't really feel like it's something that you guys have to worry about. There's not, like, I kind of feel like your worries may be for nothing. You're just feeling a little anxious about this for whatever reason. We also have the Page of Cups. So this is about going after something that you love to do creatively. This is about receiving really wonderful messages. It can be receiving romantic messages. It can be receiving psychic messages. But generally, it talks about like the emotions and creativity as well. And it's clarified by the Sun. Really great card. And the Ace of Cups, also a really great card. So this is all about an emotional renewal, some sort of message or some sort of news that comes in that kind of like changes the game for you and allows you to renew yourself emotionally. It could even be psychic messages that help you sort of, begin something new, shed light on things that you didn't know that you needed light shed on them. The sun is typically talking about celebrations or a happy time, the sun coming out after a dark night. And I think that there's going to be some sort of news or some sort of like, it could be news from a loved one, it could be news from a water sign, but I feel like you might be getting some sort of message soon that is really going to kind of renew your emotions, but also just give you something to look forward to, give you something to celebrate. maybe we'll get more information about this with the oracle cards. So let's dive into those now. So for your moon cards, we've got new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. So yeah, you have a lot going for you here. Once again, what I was just saying with that Page of Cups, luck is on your side. Like you have nothing to be worried about here. Even when you have this Nine of Swords, like I'm not seeing anything to be worried about. You have good energy around you. I really feel like good things are happening. Expansion is happening in your life. So that's really wonderful. We also have full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So there may be something coming to an end that I don't know, like something coming to a climax, something coming to an end. And that totally makes sense because we're going through this lunar eclipse, which is a big ending. It's a big ending in yourself, but also Aries represents action. It represents, Aries represents so many things. Aries represents your drive, your motivation. It represents that childlike wonder. It represents creativity and passion. And you may be closing some sort of cycle within these themes. We also have third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. So there may be something in your life that you need to adjust. And really what I think that this is about is something to do with your whatever you have to work on, what you do for work. I feel like you guys are feeling very burdened by your work, your career, and there's no reason for it because you can go after whatever you want. If you want to do something creative, if you want to do something fun and creative, or if you want to do something that makes you emotionally happy, that allows you to stay at home. You guys are Cancers, okay? Cancers are all about the home. And I wouldn't be surprised if you guys wanted to work from home or find a way to do something where you didn't have to put so much time into your work and spend more time with your family. So adjustments are required here. You guys are being encouraged to go after the things that you truly desire. Whenever you're in alignment with what you are passionate about, whatever you are, what sets your soul on fire, money follows naturally. And it's not easy to go after things because you have to release fear. But once again, adjustments are required. There may be some sort of adjustment or something that you need to do in order to move forward with your career in a positive way. We also have close encounters. So this can typically talk about love. And so if you guys are single, especially, the Page of Cups can talk about romantic messages coming in. So you guys may have some sort of romantic message or a close encounter with somebody that you are interested in romantically, or they are interested in you romantically. Close encounters can also just talk about being very close with other people. Something else, I don't usually get this message with this card, but because of the imagery and what we've been talking about, this literally shows a butterfly in a cage. And I kind of feel like that's what you are right now, Cancer. I kind of feel like you guys are in a cage and you're not letting yourself do the things that you really desire. Instead, you're just angrily trying to do some sort of career that you don't have your heart in. And really, you need to let yourself go. You need to let yourself get out of this cage and do the things that you desire. Yeah, wow. We also have 44, Divine Matrix. Okay, I have not gotten this card before, so I'm going to go into the book and see what this is all about. So 44 adds up to 8. So this also talks about abundance. 8 does represent abundance, so it's kind of another sign that like you will have everything that you need. You will have all of the abundance you need with whatever this career change that you may be going through soon is. Divine Matrix, it says the realm of spirit, the knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of a tapestry, weaving our dreams into the fabric of reality, synchronicity, learning to trust the way things unfold. So this is all about synchronicity. So if you've been seeing synchronicities lately, if this is like not the first time that you've received this message that you need to break free of whatever this this oppressive career or this oppressive energy is, you need to get out of that. Trust that things will work out exactly how they're supposed to, as long as you are listening to your intuition, as long as you are listening to what your body is telling you. We also have purity. Okay, so this is another thing. This is like, I feel like you guys may have some very toxic money mindsets. And if that's the case, I love working with people who have toxic money mindsets because I used to be one of them. And that's a lot of what we're going to do in this moon group, is working on those, and because it's a hang up that a lot of people have. So purity, this all talks about pure intention. So I always tell people, whenever you are doing something from a pure intention, you are doing something because you want to. You're doing something because you love creativity and not because you're desperately trying to get money. You are able to attract more money because you're just doing it from the pureness of your heart. So that is really what you're being encouraged to do, is to do something because you love doing it. You want to do it because that is what is going to lead you to the most abundance. We also have pleasure. So yeah, you guys need to do some more pleasure seeking. Do the things that make you feel inspired. Do the things that make you feel happy. The things that make you you want to wake up in the morning. You know, you need to do some things that are pleasurable to you. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Pride. So don't let your pride get in the way. So some of you guys may have some pride blocks up because you're so anxious. You're so anxious about how everything's going to work out. You may not want to quit your current job because you're just so afraid that people are going to judge you for doing that. And you have a lot of pride in whatever this is that you do. Maybe you even went to school for it. But it's okay to admit that, like, something wasn't working out for you. Like, you can move past it and drop your pride, because it's not helping anything. It's not. It's just hindering your pleasure, your happiness, your growth. We also have woman holding a heart. So this really is Cancer to me. This card embodies Cancer in energy. It's a feminine sign. Even if you are not a female, feminine energy is very different. So this is just feminine energy, holding a heart, doing things close to your heart. It's time to tap into your heart. It's time to tap into, what do you really want to spend your life doing? Do you want to be spending your life doing something that you hate doing, or do you want to do something that you love? Yeah, okay, the last card that we have here, this is from the Self-Care Oracle deck, and I've been really loving this deck lately, and this is going to tell you what you should be doing for self-care around the lunar eclipse. And just remember that the lunar eclipse, that energy affects 3 days before and 3 days after, so about a whole week of lunar eclipse energy. So that whole week, this is something that you might want to do. Also remember, rest. You guys need to be resting that week, especially Cancers. So your self-care card is make a vision board. Yeah, I love this. I love to use Pinterest. If you guys don't like to cut out something from a magazine and post it on a board or something, you don't have to do that. You can do it from your phone. You can do it on Pinterest. You can make a collage, digital collage, whatever. Make a vision board. Start setting some goals for yourself, because you'll be surprised when you make a vision board, and when you make a commitment to look at your vision board every day. You'd be surprised how quickly those things manifest into your life when you're just focusing on those things and you're wanting those things and you're imagining yourself having those things. So, maybe put up a vision board of your dream job or your dream career, or what you want to be doing in your life. So that is all I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this. And if you did, I would really love to hear feedback or comments from you guys. I always love to hear what you guys, how this is affecting you, because it affects certain people so differently than I even intended originally. So, but without any further delay, we are going to move on to Leo. Hello, Leo suns and Leo risings. So like I said before, we are going to do the astrological part just for Leo risings. And then if you Leo suns out there want to stick around for the tarot card reading at the end, you are welcome to do so. So Leo risings. This Cancer full moon eclipse is happening in your 12th house at 9 degrees, okay? So this is triggering both the 6th and the 12th house axis. So this is a lot to do with health, your physical health, and also your mental health. So mostly it's going to be about mental health for you, psychological cycles, habits. The 12th house also rules intuition and the spiritual realm. So you may have some sort of very spiritual experience or the closing of a mental health cycle. So mental health, it's reaching a peak somehow. So if your mental health has not been so great, then it's going to be kind of like at an all-time low where you need to pay attention to your mental health and you need to take care of yourself. Or it could be reaching some sort of peak where you're finally closing out a mental health cycle and getting better. Rest is very, very important for you. You can no longer ignore your mental health. You can no longer ignore the habits and the things that are coming up in your head. So the moon is going to be in your 12th house, sextiling your Uranus in your 10th house. So you may get some sort of promotion or some sort of recognition at work. You're getting some sort of reward, especially if you've been putting in the work. So this could be a big payout or some sort of big recognition. And we know you Leos love your recognition. So super cool. But yeah, definitely make sure to pay attention to your mental health cycles. You know, if you need to address some sort of anxiety or depression or something along those lines, deal with it. Don't let it get worse. It's getting to a point where your mental health is sort of affecting your physical health as well. So now I'm going to go off camera and shuffle your tarot cards just because it does take a while, and I will be right back. Okay, Leo suns and Leo risings. I have your tarot cards laid out here, so let's get right into it. So like I said, you may be getting some sort of recognition with work. You may be getting some sort of maybe even extra bonus that you weren't expecting, or recognition or acknowledgement from a boss of some kind. Some of you, this could have to do with school, especially if you are in school, high school or college or whatever. The Hierophant can typically represent anything that you are learning, anything that you are teaching yourself or you are being taught by others. So the Hierophant, clarifying this King of Coins, the King of Coins is all about stability and feeling accomplished in the realm of earthly matters. So in the realm of your finances, your career, your job. So you're feeling very appreciated, feeling very happy with a work or a school situation. The Hierophant, this makes me think of traditional institutions. So especially if you guys work at like a school, or if you are in school, you may be getting some sort of recognition there, or some sort of stability, or just feeling very good in that area of your life. So very wonderful. We do have the King of Wands here, and this is representing your energy, okay? Wands energy is fire energy, and you are a fire sign since you are Leo. So King of Wands energy, this is clarified by the Temperance card. So this is about you not being in balance with yourself. And like I said, in the astrology portion, some of you guys may be battling mental or physical health issues right now, and there needs to be some sort of balance in there. A really great way to balance out your depression, your anxiety, things like that, or any other kind of mental health issues, is to stick to a routine. I know that can be really challenging for a lot of people. It's challenging for me even. But sticking to a routine, you know, grounding yourself, making sure that you're meditating, which it looks like that's what she's doing in this picture here. Making sure that you are taking care of your mental health. Whatever you need to do for your mental health, that's what you should be doing and incorporating in your routines. This is something that you can't really ignore. anymore. I do see that, yeah, a lot of you guys are going through some sort of like depression or some sort of like heartbreak with this Five of Cups here. This typically talks about, it can talk about attachments. So some of you guys may be feeling very attached to a specific person or a specific outcome, and you wound up feeling very disappointed. And it's clarified by the Five of Coins. So you're feeling very left out in the cold, feeling like just sad. It's very depressing energy. It's very heavy energy. And this is something that you guys are going to have to deal with. But I really feel like you guys need to sort of accept that this is a part of life, accept that depression is just a part of everything, and move forward that way. And I want to get some more, we'll have some more cards later that talk about how you can sort of work with this energy. I do think that you guys are moving towards a better time though, okay? This is the end of the year. This is the last full moon of the year. So you're closing out this big cycle that has to do with your mental health. So I think from now on, you guys are going to be dealing with a much lighter energy. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is beautiful energy. It is feeling very like childlike, feeling very happy, emotionally happy. This can talk about receiving romantic messages, psychic messages, just feeling more in tune with your emotions and feeling a little bit more happy. And it's clarified by the Six of Swords. So this card typically talks about healing and moving on and moving into a calmer situation, moving on to a calmer cycle where you can really heal and get back to that happier energy. So this is really lovely, and it goes perfectly with the astrology. So let's get into your oracle cards and see if we can get some more information here. We have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So if there's negativity that you've been holding on to, if you find that you are generally feeling more negative, try to figure out how you can incorporate some positive affirmations, some positive energy into your life. It's time to release things that are no longer serving you. We also have mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. So if you guys are worried about something, if you're worried about if you're attached to a specific outcome, nothing is yet set in stone. I really did hear that message for some of you with this Five of Cups. Some of you may be very attached to how you want something to happen in your life. So, you're afraid that if it doesn't work out exactly like how you have envisioned it, then it's not worth it. But that's not true. If you let go of how you are expecting an outcome to how you're expecting things to come out, when you let go and you kind of just go with the flow and allow things to come in, you will be surprised how much better your life can be. You will find yourself having experiences that you never imagined that you would have because you let go of that attachment. Sometimes the universe does not want you to have things work out the way that you want them to, because there's something better. So nothing is yet set in stone. There's a lot more that needs to be developed over the year of 2021. But regardless, new moon, there is a new start coming for you. It doesn't matter what you're going through right now. This is a cycle that is coming to a close so that you can begin something new. So that's awesome. I just want to shuffle some cards here and see if we can get some specifics about maybe what this new start is for Leo placements, Leo suns and Leo risings. Okay, we've got the Six of Wands. See if we can get a little bit more information. What is this new start for Leo suns and Leo risings? Oh, beautiful. Okay, we'll roll with that. We've got the Six of Wands here. So the Six of Wands is all about a victory of some kind. It's all about like feeling like you've won, feeling like you've accomplished something. So you're going to accomplish something, and it's probably going to have to do with creativity or some sort of new exciting creative venture that you're going out on. And it could be career related. I know that a lot of us try to be creative in our careers, but it could also just be a new hobby, a new sense of joy. I think that we birth a lot of different things, a birth of creativity and ideas. And I think that you guys are going to be going through a new creative cycle here. generally just feeling more excitement. You know, Wands energy is all about excitement and motivation, and that's what Leo is all about. You guys are, you know, an exciting sign. You're a fire sign, so a new start is coming. Let's see what else we've got here. So we have exposed and revealed. Okay, so this makes sense with the astrology, how I was talking about the mental health cycles, how you can't really ignore what's been going on anymore. So it's time to really confront that and let yourself be exposed. Let yourself really see that, you know, something has to change here. There's something that needs to change in your life. There's something that's out of balance. So really expose yourself and reveal what needs to change. We also have the Oracle's gift. So really, this is about self-acceptance. So a lot of you guys with this Five of Cups, you guys are having a hard time accepting yourself or accepting your mental health or accepting something in your life that didn't work out. But this is all about acceptance and really, you know, moving on and embracing what life has to offer. So a lot of you guys are hung up on something that didn't work out like you thought it was supposed to, but it's still developing. Nothing is yet set in stone. There's more coming. We also have peace. So I think that you guys are really encouraged to find your inner peace. I think that that's something that is coming for you, especially with this Temperance card here. They both look like they're, you know, kind of meditating. I really think that you guys need to find your inner peace. You guys don't need to manifest, you know, the physical things, the romantic things. Start manifesting inner peace. Try to figure out how you can be at peace with yourself, because when you're at peace, everything comes. Money comes, creativity comes, romantic relationships come. So find your inner peace. Find how you can let go and go with the flow. That's a big theme for your reading today. We also have the unexpected. So this card totally makes sense. This has been popping out a lot today because Uranus is aspecting the moon this time. So whenever Uranus is aspecting the moon, it means that unexpected things can happen. So expect unexpected expect the unexpected. Expect unexpected recognition. Expect just new things that you again, you weren't expecting them. And once again, this is happening in your 12th house. So it's probably going to be around, you know, mental health, the subconscious, psychic messages, your habits. Your habits need to change for sure. We also have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So you guys are really growing. You guys are going through a big time of growth right now, and you're releasing things that are no longer serving you around your mental health, around your habits. So you're really truly growing with this if you take advantage of it. We also have 4th chakra Archangel Raphael, and this really is about self-acceptance as well. Really lovely energy. I really think that you guys, something about accepting yourself, accepting what life is, accepting that maybe you can't control an outcome, or that you won't always know exactly what you're supposed to be doing at every given moment. Trust, go with the flow. Try to find something that you can be creative with, because this is also a very creative card. Find a way that you can express yourself, self-expression. So really interesting reading. The very last card that we have here, this is from the Self-Care Oracle, which I've been really loving to use lately. And this is just like a tip, something that you should be doing around this full moon in Cancer, something that you can do for self-care. So yours is watch a movie, which is honestly the most fun card that I've had today so far. So watch a movie. This is going to really help you on the this lunar eclipse. I really feel like sometimes we have the urge to watch certain movies for a reason. So if you're having the urge to watch something, or if you've been really desiring to watch a certain movie for some reason, there's probably a message in there. So tap into the message of that movie and see what, you know, what you should be doing, or what the focus is. Maybe that's something that you needed to hear in your own life. So that's just a fun little card for you. So that is all I have for you guys, Leo suns and Leo risings. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, I love to hear you guys' testimonies, and I love how astrology and tarot really lines up with y'all's lives sometimes. So I'd love to hear how this is affecting you. And Yeah, another thing to note is that the full moon energy, it does last for a whole week. It lasts for 3 days after, 3 days before the eclipse and 3 days after. So just take it easy, really take it easy on yourself and rest that whole week of the 29th through the 30th, okay? So that is all I have for you, Leo risings, and I am going to go on to Virgo. Hello, Virgo suns and Virgo risings. So as I have mentioned before, this first part, the astrology portion, is going to be just for Virgo risings. It's probably not going to resonate with Virgo suns quite as much, but Virgo suns are welcome to stay till the end to get your tarot reading. That will probably resonate with you guys. So Virgo risings. So this this full moon in Cancer is happening in your 11th house of friendships, social circles, community, just generally, it's a big community house. It's all about connecting with other people, groups of people. It can also talk about technology at times. It's generally like the Aquarius house, so Aquarius themes. So that's where this moon is happening for you, and this is going to be a big, massive completion that you started in, this is a cycle that you started in July, and you're completing this cycle now. Something that it has to do with your friends or your social circles. So this could manifest as you purging friends from your life that no longer serve you, all of a sudden leaving a community that is no longer serving you, or starting a new beginning with a community. Let's see. This is really good. This is actually you feeling very loved and appreciated, though. I really think that you are going to be feeling very appreciated by your friends. So even if you do have to get rid of certain friends, I think that you are going to feel very loved and appreciated by the people who are still left around you. With some of the tougher Venus aspects, this could actually make you, you will be feeling very loved and appreciated by your friends, and you're going to be surrounded in a very celebratory mood, but you might actually want to be alone or be with a romantic partner instead. You may not want to have your friends, your priorities are more around dating right now, but please appreciate your friends. Know that, if you have not been with a partner or dating right now, it's probably for a reason. You have very high chances for traveling around this time as well. So look out for that. This is something that is going to be very good, though. Let's see if there's anything else here. There is a creative aspect around this. So if you guys are feeling very creative, get out that creative energy. Do something with your hands, create something long lasting. So that is all I have for Virgo risings for the astrology portion. I'm going to shuffle your tarot cards off camera, and then I will be right back. Okay, Virgo suns and Virgo risings, I have your tarot cards laid out here, and we start off with the Empress. Okay, so the Empress, this is really funny. When this came out, I actually laughed. The Empress, this is the Virgin Mary in this card depicted, and Virgo is the Virgin in astrology. So not that you are all actually virgins, but that is the archetype that you guys take on. So I thought that was really funny. But the Empress typically does represent a very motherly, creative energy. It's about giving birth to creations. So that's kind of already what we were talking about, very creative energy here, because this is falling on your 5th and 11th house axes. So very beautiful. This is clarified by the Hermit. So like I was saying before, some of you guys are going to really prefer to be alone during this time to really be introspective and reflect on 2020. And a lot of you guys are wanting to be alone in order to create. I also think, the Empress embodies very Venus kind of energy. And, Venus energy is also about romantic relationships. So like I was saying earlier, some of you guys are going to really want more romance in your life. And that's something that you're going to be thinking about, something that you're going to want to manifest into your life. So lots of introspection, though, lots of wanting to be alone and wanting to reflect. And I think that this is the perfect time of the year to do that. So We also have the Seven of Wands here, and typically this does talk about hard work. So a lot of you guys have been putting in a lot of hard work, especially in your creative endeavors. We've got the Knight of Wands clarifying here. The Knight in tarot typically goes after things. It's something that you're going after, and Wands in tarot represent fire energy or creative energy. So you guys are really working hard on your creative endeavors, on your creative projects. The Seven of Wands also talks about standing up for your own beliefs and standing in your own corner. So make sure that you're doing that. Set boundaries, and with other people, especially if you want that alone time, you're going to have to set boundaries with other people. We also have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, lots of creative energy here. A lot of you guys are about to start working on a very cool creative project. It could be something where you're actually like painting, or, you know, photography, or something like I'm doing, like tarot. Very cool creative time. You guys may start some sort of new creative endeavor. And it's clarified by the Emperor. This is all about taking action on these things. So make sure to take action, to take that inspired action to make these creations real. We also have the Sun card. This is a really beautiful card. This is all about celebration. Like I was saying, you guys are going to be in a very celebratory mood, celebrating with your friends, your family, really ending out the year on a high note. And this is all about celebrating some sort of emotional thing here with the King of Cups. King of Cups talks about emotions and compassion, and I think that you guys are really celebrating how you feel. You finally feel complete and fulfilled. So honestly, this is like the best spread so far of today. I feel like there's not really any negative cards in here. So let's go onto your oracle cards and see what else we have here, get some more information. So we do have a third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. So I want to get some more information about this, because I didn't really see much here about this. So what is this adjustments are required card all about, Spirit? Knight of Cups. Okay, adjustments are required. What does this mean for Virgo suns and Virgo risings? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is talking about the romance thing. So a lot of you guys are really wanting a romantic partner, or wanting to start dating, or you're wanting something in the even if you're in a romantic relationship, there may be something that you want to go after that has to do with emotions or relationships in some shape or form. So adjustments are required. It is clarified by the Knight of Cups. So this is all about if you want to attract a romantic partner into your life, you can't do that by just sitting and doing nothing. You have to actually go after that. You have to ask somebody out. You have to get on the dating apps. You have to actually make an effort. So this is where adjustments are required. We also have the Seven of Cups. So you guys may actually come up against a lot of different options. You guys need to start narrowing down what you actually want for your life, what kind of partner. You know, you have to actually start putting it out there what you want, because the universe has a very funny way of bringing us the things that we want. You know, if I put out, I always love to write, you know, set intentions for my relationship. So if I'm wanting to attract a new relationship into my life, maybe I will write a list of the qualities I do want in a partner. So that would be, for me, I want somebody who's loyal. I want somebody who is kind, somebody who is hardworking, somebody who listens to me, things like that. You want to write a list of the things that you really want to attract into your life. So I really feel like you're being pushed to do that right now. The very next card that we have is New Moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. So you guys are really wanting this romance thing. I think that this is absolutely going to come into your life for sure, especially with this card. But again, adjustments are required. You guys need to make some, take some action and make some effort in that department if you want it. We also have new moon, a new start is coming. So a lot of you guys with this Ace of Wands, a new start is coming in your creativity, but also in your romance, okay? Also in this, you know, a new romantic cycle is beginning. So a new start is coming. It's very exciting. We also have a higher view. So you guys may be kind of with this introspection energy here with the Hermit card. you guys may be finally seeing things from a higher view. You're finally seeing why certain things worked out the way that they did. You're reflecting, you're getting a higher perspective on something. So you're finally able to kind of see all of the moving parts and why this year happened the way that it did. We also have birds of a feather. So this is talking about that friendship aspect, okay? This is what the astrology kind of held for you in the 11th house. So a lot of you guys are going to be celebrating with groups of people or your friends. This is going to be where the focus is at the end of this year. So very fun. I hope that you guys are, celebrating. We also have nourishment. That's interesting. I feel like that's kind of not even connected to your reading. But also, I mean, in order to be creative, in order to take action, you have to nourish your body. Even if it's, if it's with food, with water, we can nourish our ways in a lot of different ways. So, or nourish our bodies in a lot of different ways. So let me get a clarifying card on this nourishment card. Let's see what this is all about for Virgo suns and Virgo risings. What is this nourishment card all about? King of Swords. So putting out your ideas, nourishment of ideas. So, how can you get inspired? How can you find your inspiration, your mental inspiration? Can we get another clarifying card on this nourishment? What does this mean for Virgo suns and Virgo risings? Queen of Swords. Yeah, King and Queen of Swords. Interesting. That's a counterpart. So this talks about, okay, whenever I see a counterpart, King and Queen of Swords here, they are typically together, right? They're married. So once again, a new romantic cycle is beginning here. It could be with an air sign, a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. So that's very interesting. I also want to see what the book says about this nourishment card, because I'm just very curious. I don't get this one a lot. So let's see here. Nourishment. Choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it is actually a sign of what you are actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. This is very interesting because Virgo is the sign of health. That is what you guys are ruled by. So, this could be a sign to be taking care of your health, first of all, but also, when you're jealous or envious of other people's relationships, you're actually pushing that away from you. Instead of being jealous or envious about those things, start nourishing your body and your mind and your spirit with positive energy. Start to shift your focus to what you want to attract into your life and stop focusing on so much of what other people are doing here. So that is definitely a message there. We also have the Void, and this is the #1 card in the deck. So this is all about new beginnings in a sense. So this is like sort of the darkness before the light, the darkness before you put all of your creativity, creative energy out there, and you're putting out your projects, your creativity. So this is sort of like the calm before the storm. This is also making me think that this is like the last moment that you are going to be like single, I guess, like especially if you guys are not in a romantic partnership currently. This is sort of like the calm before you start some sort of new relationship. So very interesting. We also have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So some of you guys with the 7 of Wands, some of you guys may be feeling like it's really hard to accomplish what you want, or it's really difficult to get a partner, manifest a romantic partner. So just remember that you can do whatever you set your mind to, and that everything will work out exactly how it's supposed to. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself, Virgos. You guys can be very critical of yourselves, but just make sure that you are treating yourself kindly and knowing that whenever you are nourishing your body, whenever you are staying away from the envy, whenever you are putting energy into what you do want, you can do whatever you set your mind to. We also have Angel of Strength. So a lot of you guys are maybe questioning, your strength, or questioning your abilities, your creative abilities, but also maybe what makes you desirable in a relationship. But you don't have to worry about this. Like, I think that you guys are being way too critical of yourselves at the moment, but really you have so much to offer. So tap into that Leo energy and be as confident and radiant as you possibly can, because you are deserving. The very last card that we have here for Virgo suns and Virgo risings, this is a self-care card from the Self-Care Oracle, and I've really been loving this deck lately, and this is what you guys should be doing or focusing on around the time of the full moon. This is what you can do for self-care. So what you can do for self-care is create art, and that has been a big thing here in your reading. Art, physically doing art. So whatever your creative outlet is, do that right now. Do that around this time, because this is going to be very therapeutic for you, and you may even I think a lot of times when we create things, we get messages from God through those. So yeah, that is what you guys should be doing for self-care. So if you guys enjoyed this, and I really hope you did, I would love to hear how this connects to your life, if it resonated. I always love to hear you guys' stories and things about the readings, because sometimes they're even more accurate than I originally anticipated. So yeah, also keep in mind that the full moon energy does last for a whole week. It lasts for 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after. So take it easy, make sure to rest. Yes, you should be creating and things, but try not to overdo it. So that is all I have for you, Virgo. I'm going to move on to Libra.